It's time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies in theaters, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors, beware as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim. Hey, Jim. And also we got the Merman spurting Spaceballs the t-shirt. What's Spaceball? Is that like a sporting event? Can I go watch people play Spaceball?
You're a Spaceball.
He is a bit of a Spaceball.
You're a Spaceball.
Is the Spaceball championship coming up?
Sure.
Who's playing? What are the teams?
Space A and Space B.
Just move on.
Ah, just like the Paul Stanley solo song. Move on, that's what you told me.
Yeah.
You got to move it, whoa, whoa.
Could you pick a better song if you're...
He said move on. How many move on songs are there?
Couldn't you sing Moving On Up? That would have been better.
It's not move on.
It's true.
You're already annoying me. So with the introductions out of the way, let's rage on.
Well, thanks to all been sporties. If you love our independent podcast, please like, subscribe, share, and give us a 5-star rating on your listening platform. Or you can dare us to see a terrible movie, and if it played anywhere in a cinema in the world, we will watch it. Unless it's a Krampus movie, then we'll watch it at Krampus episode. Now, let's get to rage.
Krampus movies don't play in cinema there, Jim.
Sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Yes.
2 out of 1,000.
If they have big names in them, they
The
do.
2 good ones, too. We're back, everybody. It's 2026.
Yeah, we are.
Yes.
All right, so, wait, I still have more, Marie.
I thought you were done.
You didn't look at the whole agenda.
Well, you said let's get to raging.
I do, and then
That's the last line.
No, then there's
Yes, it
something
is.
after it.
That's the last line. Get
There
to
you
raging.
go. Thank you. Okay, so you're going to get a lot on this episode, by the way. It's 2026. And
Already
so
feels like
for
a lot.
2025, I just wanted to thank all the countries that actually listened to
right.
us last
I forgot.
year.
I cut that part out.
Yeah,
It was
of course
too-
you did.
It was too long.
All right, so this is the order of our listening base. So first off, for our very good friends from the U.S., who we can't wait to become closer friends to
Feel
again.
really sorry for right now.
Yes, they are a number 1 listening base. United States, followed by Canada, UK, Brazil, Australia, Germany, India, Japan, Netherlands, Ukraine, France, Bangladesh, Finland, Ireland, Switzerland, Spain, Singapore, Austria, Lithuania, Argentina, Israel, Pakistan, Italy, Russia, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Iraq, Poland, Thailand, Turkey, Chile, Costa Rica, Denmark, Gibraltar, Nigeria, Trinidad and Tobago, South Africa, Belgium, Cyprus, Ecuador, Egypt, Hungary, Iran, Paraguay, Taiwan, Afghanistan, Azerbaijan, Barbados, Colombia, Algeria, Hong Kong, Indonesia, South Korea, Lebanon, Morocco, Mexico, Norway, New Zealand, Portugal, Serbia, Sudan, Sweden, Slovakia, Togo, Tunisia, Uganda, Uruguay, Uzbekistan, and finally, on everyone's lips these days, our final listeners are Venezuela. So thank y'all. We really appreciate you from all over the world helping us and helping you feel the rage.
Was that alphabetical?
Nope, that
No,
was in the order
Seemed like it
of
was
listeners.
Well, he started with the United States there.
Oh, yeah, because Americans are first all the time.
Yeah, well, they're the
The
first.
Olympics, they're number 1, too.
They're the first of our listeners, too.
Okay.
Thank God
I
for
feel-
America.
I feel like we should move on.
I tried to move on.
Yeah, you both
Wouldn't
did.
let me.
But you know what? We're moving on
Like the
to
Paul
now.
Stanley song. When I was just a baby, Mama sat me on
I
her
swear to
knees.
God,
She
if you
told me,
don't
boy,
stop-
you listen. There's a lot you want to see.
I'm gonna start
a lot of pretty
singing
women
Billy
gonna
Joel's
try
Moving
and
Out.
tie
Oh,
you
swear
down.
to God,
you
I
don't
am.
know what you're missing if you never look around. Move on. That's what she
I want
told
to kind of hear you
me.
sing
No.
the
I just
other
want
one.
no more singing. That's my resolution for 2026.
Okay, well,
Stop
we're
Bryce
gonna
from
sing.
singing.
We're gonna sing in just 2 seconds here. So. What would the amazing merman
Predict?
What would the amazing merman
Predict.
Will he predict the rage or will he predict a Mondo? Will he tell us so what Jim and Bryce are at the movies?
Movies.
Better watch out, kids, cause here he comes.
Ooh.
He's coming swimming to you.
And you.
Swimmer, swimmer.
Swimmer, swim.
Swimmer, swimmer.
Swimmery, swim.
Swim all the way to our hearts, our little rage-filled hearts. And by the way, we did add another song or another movie at the end of our list, as you know.
Did, which I had no knowledge of.
All right.
Yeah, so 2 weeks worth of movies over the holidays.
Yeah, we only got a few.
But yeah, thankfully, because I wasn't going to them anyway. So I guess we now have 5.
Yes.
2 of them were just last night, which
Yes.
technically is 2026.
Technically.
So the first one is the one that I had no interest in seeing, Anaconda.
Anaconda.
Reboot of a remake of a sequel of a whatever the hell that was,
Yes.
with my 2 least favorite people on the planet besides Ben Affleck.
Nice.
That would be Jack Black.
So the
And Paul
funniest. So the funniest and the cutest.
No,
Okay.
I barely can stand Paul Rudd as Ant-Man.
There you go.
I don't like him in anything else, and yeah, I won't go see a Jack Black movie. So yeah, Anaconda, which I heard wasn't as good as everyone hoped it would be.
Where'd you hear that from?
Lots of people.
Yeah. It was
Well,
So
It was something.
It was
yeah, I think because you guys like Jack Black for whatever reason,
And Paul Rudd.
you might have got it to a meh, so double meh.
all right.
Song Blue, which I am extremely happy I saw on my own,
Nice.
Yeah, you are.
because I'm pretty sure you guys were both rage about that one.
No.
Yeah, you think?
That seems like a gym movie.
I don't think it does. It's a me movie.
I think it's a gym movie.
Then we have Marty Supreme.
Marty
which
Supreme.
I 100% guarantee I will not agree with you two on.
Oh, did you see that one too?
Of course I did.
Nice.
All right.
So yeah, because it's a Safdie and it's a Chalamet double Mondo.
Nice.
And it's going to win freaking 20 Oscars.
20? That's a lot of Oscars.
We Bury the Dead,
Yes.
which we saw last night.
We did.
Which originally I had double meh until I actually saw the movie. Now I'm going double rage. And I guess that monkey movie was the other one.
Yes,
I
Monkey.
did not stay for.
Primate.
Yeah, whatever. It's a horror movie. It's a monkey. Whatever. Double meh. Who cares?
It's a horror movie. It's a monkey.
Who
Double
cares?
meh. Who cares?
That's
Exactly.
it.
That's it.
I'm going to quote that.
You do it. Put it on
the,
social
the
media.
problem with that is it's a horror movie. It's a monkey. Seems to me like it should be Mondo.
Yeah,
You would think,
that's a
but,
that's a Mondo for Bryce.
Yeah, well.
we
it's
saw
prob-
we saw a movie called The Monkey recently, and I think we modeled
Every
it.
single monkey movie for Bryce, except the original
Apes.
Planet of the Apes is a Mondo.
Yeah.
He just has a
But
thing
I
for
would-
CGI
Even
monkeys.
the Wahlberg
What are you talking about? They just got better putting those guys in costumes. That latest the makeup guys in the latest Planet of the Apes, that was amazing because
I wish
they looked like actual monkeys.
here's
that was the costumers, whoever's doing the seamstress. I don't know who's doing whoever's sewing up them costumes. I didn't even see any seams.
exactly. Well, I wish the people who did those costumes did this costume for this movie. I can tell you that. All right, well, let's talk about Anaconda.
All
right, so this movie is kind of like if you took the kids from Stand By Me, except one of them was a girl. They all grew up, developed a deep love of the original Anaconda film, and then decided to reimagine it as adults who are all deeply regretting their current life choices. One's a wedding photographer, one's a lawyer, one's a failed actor, and one is Steve Zahn,
Yes.
which somehow makes perfect sense.
An
To be-
occupation being Steve Zahn.
What's that?
An occupation being Steve Zahn.
Just being Steve Zahn is enough, Murray.
And I tell you,
To be honest, I was a little...
I'm just glad he was Buffalo sober through this.
I was just about to say, I have to admit, I was a little Buffalo sober when I watched this, which I suggest everyone get before watching this film,
high?
or you may not like it. No, it's just Buffalo sober, because it takes place in Buffalo. And I guess nobody's sober in Buffalo. The story, at least from the trailer, makes it look like it's going to be hilarious. And that was what I kept hoping for through this entire movie. Unfortunately, that was never fully realized. There are some funny bits for sure. Most of them are actually in the trailer. But what we mostly get is Paul Rudd and Jack Black in this full, and I'm putting this in heavy quotes, overacting personas. And while that can work sometimes, here it honestly pulls you out of the comedy and completely out of the scarier and dramatic moments, to be honest, at times. It's absolutely channeling the original Anaconda film, though, in that the snake keeps killing everyone it comes into contact with, and space and time don't matter at all. The snake, the movie set, which is literally a remake, and how fast giant snakes can apparently travel all exist in their own reality. I mean, that is what made the original so bad funny. There was also a bunch of, and I'm putting this in heavy quotes too, convenience moments that are super corny, and I think they were supposed to be funny or maybe ironic, like the fact that they're literally shooting a reboot of Anaconda, and then they run into another crew that's actually doing the reboot at the exact same time. The Shaun of the Dead scene where they run into themselves is funny, but it's not as funny as it is in Shaun of the Dead. That's what I'll say for that. I really wanted this to be more. Did I have some fun? Yes. Did I want more? Did I want it to be absolutely bonkers? That's what I wanted from this movie. The cameos felt rushed and kind of weak, though I was still glad they were there. Even the very last one, because you knew it was coming. But this film
could have done without the last one.
Okay, I'll agree. But this film was way too long at an hour and 39 minutes. I mean, 77 minutes, guys. It's kind of a documentary. And your theme didn't need that much. But we wanted more CGI, snake eating, more people. That's what I guess we really wanted. And more bad funny. And we didn't. So, Ice Cube, you got this all the way to a meh. Oh, sorry, and Steve Zahn. Because the only thing really good about this movie is Steve Zahn. Every time Steve Zahn is on the screen, I'm in love. Steve Zahn, Ice Cube, meh, that's it.
See, if they had just made it with those two guys, I would have liked it.
Yeah, maybe.
But you don't know if you would have liked it because you didn't watch it.
No,
There you
because
go.
it has Jack
So
Black
you
in
can
it.
just not say anything because
I find Jack Black repulsive.
yeah, that's fantastic. So, Anaconda. Some of what Jim said is true, but not all of it because this was fun from the very get-go.
Okay, what?
There's only if you're gonna do something with a movie like Anaconda, this is how you do it.
No, you don't. You
Yeah,
make it funny.
absolutely, and it was funny. I am sorry. Steve Zahn is on the screen for 80% of this movie, and every time, I'm not even watching Rudd and Black. I'm watching Steve Zahn's facial expressions in the background and absolutely giggling through this whole movie. Steve Zahn brings it from the very first second of this movie and right through the end. And he's on screen more than you think.
He's
because
not
he's in the
on
corner.
screen as much as you think.
Oh, he's on screen a lot. And every time, he is just spot on. I implore you, if you watch this movie, just watch Steve Zahn in the background. Watch what he's doing, because every time it is pure gold. Now, don't get me wrong. The rest of the movie's entertaining too. And they get to certain scenes, like the scene where he wakes up with the pig.
Yeah, that part's funny.
That's
it's
funny.
In the trailer.
It's in the trailer. But you think that you've seen it all. You're like, why did they put it in this trailer? But then there is a payoff in it. And the payoff is hilarious.
The payoff is funny.
The payoff is hilarious. This, I don't know what you're talking about. This movie couldn't have been any more funny.
What are you talking?
This movie couldn't have been
There
any
was
more
too
fun.
much of not-
The cameos were fantastic.
Everything
Everything in this was so much fun.
No, it wasn't so much fun.
Crazy.
No, I wasn't laughing a lot at this. I was laughing at the trailer.
Then you weren't
sequences.
watching Steve Zahn. What is wrong with you?
I was watching Steve Zahn.
And let me tell you, man, Steve Zahn, you need to be in more things. And you don't. And I don't want you to be the star. I never want you to be the star. I do want you to be part of the supporting cast, and I want your face on screen for most of the time. And it doesn't have to be up front. You can be well in the background, because this is a guy that he knows how to be secondary. Exactly. He's in the background, but he's all I can look at, because he's just through this whole thing, just the little facial expressions, the smirks, everything he does is hilarious in this. And the rest of the movie's fun too. I don't know what you're talking about. You can't reboot this movie, because we've seen enough reboots. Dumb. We've seen enough remakes. Dumb.
Yes.
This was original. They brought an original idea to this.
They did.
And they did it
to make it
so
better.
well.
They needed to make it
was
better.
So much fun.
Better.
For all the people that didn't like this movie, I don't know what the heck is wrong with you.
It wasn't funny.
It was so funny.
No.
It was the most fun that I had at the theater on Christmas Eve.
There you go. It was like a Christmas present.
It was the only thing I saw on Christmas Eve. But,
it was like,
but that doesn't take away from the fact that Anaconda was Mondo.
All right. I don't get that at all.
Jack Black was fantastic.
Jack Black and
Paul Rudd.
Paul
Rudd's kind of hot and cold for me. Paul Rudd was perfect for this. Everybody was so good in this.
Here's the thing: they're overacting at times.
Newton
was
Newton
funny,
was fantastic,
but half the time it actually annoyed me.
No,
and the snake is 100%
of the time this was entertaining.
No,
100% of the time until we got to the last cameo, and then I was like,
yeah, they should have made it.
Jack Black overact. The hell you say?
Here's the only thing that
that's all he does.
The only thing that I found disappointing.
Yeah.
Is we didn't get an Eric Stoltz cameo. That's the only thing I found.
Didn't Eric Stoltz die in the original?
Doesn't matter.
Was he in the original?
He could still have a cameo in this.
Well, not if he's good.
He's not dead.
Bloated corpse? No, I know, but how can it be a cameo because he's dead? He died in the movie Anaconda.
Yeah.
So they're gonna do a reboot and bring.
No, but he's an actor. These guys are playing themselves. You artard.
Oh yeah.
So he could have a cameo in it.
Okay, so he could have been with J-Lo?
No, he couldn't.
That would have been how they could have done it. There you go.
Hey, I'm no writer. They got to get him in there though. Stoltz, baby.
Might as well have put.
Plus, you know what? It's Anaconda, and if what they were filming was a sequel, the other film set, they could have come up with something.
Yeah. It's just like this movie. It was not great.
This movie was fantastic.
It was barely
fantastic
okay, and it
fun.
was because of Ice Cube
so much
and
fun.
Steve Zahn.
It just might make my best movies of the year.
There you go.
Spoiler alert, it didn't. But it could have.
Okay, thank God we got that early. All right, let's talk about the
Let's
blue
talk
in
about
the room.
Anaconda, because it was so much fun.
No, if we're going to do anything, we're going to talk about Steve Zahn. But we're not. We're going to talk about Song Blue. Something.
Yes.
All right, so not since the Von Trapp family has there been a musical family so adorable and commanding us to root for them as we got with this.
What?
If you love Neil Diamond, you're probably going to love this film because basically they play every single song he has ever written or has ever even thought about writing. This is almost a whole new genre of biopic. It's less a biopic and more a musical biopic.
There's a lot of performance in it.
And to be honest, I am not a big fan of Neil Diamond, as the people who made this movie clearly are. It is, again, though, one of those biopics that just needed to tell the story because the garbage they add in, I assume to make it more exciting, I think I'm going to say exciting, is actually the stuff that makes this worse. I mean, if he had a heart problem and was constantly shocking himself with paddles, I'm like, really?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Oh, I do this all the time. What, by yourself?
Yeah.
After you've had a heart attack, you're going to give yourself the paddles. And if that did happen, then just tell it how it actually happened in real life. None of what was in here was real. There are some truly funny parts in this. Kate Hudson's mom is great, and a few of the secondary characters are genuinely interesting. Their story is actually compelling, or at least I think the true story. Like, maybe this true story was compelling. I wouldn't know, because after watching this, I'm not even sure what was real at all. So I had to go fact check some of it. Most of it isn't true. I think if they had made this a tight 90 minutes, told the real story, didn't cast Jim Belushi or the deeply repulsive Kate Hudson, and maybe limited each Neil Diamond song to 1 or 2 minutes instead of turning this into a 2+ hour jukebox, this might have been saved. But I doubt it, because we will never know. The 4 times I laughed couldn't stop all that Neil Diamond from making me rage. I didn't love this movie. I kind of wanted to like it, but I didn't. All right, Mur.
So what did you give it?
I gave it a rage.
Of course he did.
Because it's bad.
Okay. If you were just talking so much positive stuff in there, I thought you were gonna.
Well, no, there was some stuff in it that was good, but
speaking of positive
an
stuff,
hour and a half.
Let's hear it,
of
Murray.
Hearing Neil Diamond sing.
Yeah, you guys can just plug your ears for the next 5 minutes.
I'm not gonna plug my ears.
I wanna
Get the
hear
record
this.
straight. This is not a Neil Diamond biopic.
Nobody
I'm
thinks
sure
it is.
a lot of people thought it was.
Oh.
I'm sure one is
they're not very
coming,
smart.
but it has not been done. If it hasn't been done already.
Oh, I hope not.
If you don't like Neil Diamond's music, you might not like this film.
That's probably true.
That's true.
I personally don't know that much.
I'm indifferent to his music.
I just know a handful of songs. One of my best friends from school,
I don't
his
go
mother
rogue.
loved Neil Diamond, and I heard it when I went to his house. So I heard it a lot when I was growing up.
I heard it a lot when I was growing up because my mom loves Neil Diamond.
Dude, can you shut up? Seriously, shut up.
Hey.
Go for a walk.
Go check on your dog.
What this film was, at its heart, is a love story. Not usually my thing. But the two main characters, Mike Lightning Sardina and his music partner / wife Claire, were fascinating. As Mike says himself in the movie, he's not a sex symbol and he doesn't write music. He just wants to entertain people. And that they did in the greater Milwaukee area for many years as the Neil Diamond Experience. As told in the documentary, yes, there is one, and is a matter of public record, Claire was struck by a speeding car in her own yard and lost a leg.
Looks like twice.
Yeah,
almost.
well, almost twice. But yeah, that
I think just once in the second
that
time
completely
is
shocked me.
probably
I was like,
just
wow.
creative.
Mike unfortunately had a history of heart problems and died tragically. I don't think I'm giving anything away here. I loved the supporting cast too. Fisher Stevens and Jim Belushi and that guy from The Sopranos. And especially that old lady who played his mother-in-law. What the film was a celebration of their love for music and each other. The songs were catchy, of course, even the ones I didn't know. Hugh Jackman is a well-known Broadway performer and singer. Whether you like Les Mis or Greatest Showman, you can't deny his talent. Lesser known as Kate Hudson, who is primarily known as an actress, and according to these guys, not a good one.
No.
Recently, she put out a studio album, including a single about her mom, Goldie. Her musical talents were impressive, but I was also blown away by her acting and performance. This is probably the best thing I've seen her in since Almost Famous. She's already been nominated for numerous awards. Whether she wins or not doesn't matter. She was excellent. I enjoyed the film so much, the final scene with her solo pretty much brought me to tears. I'm not familiar with the Neil Diamond song she did, but it moved me nonetheless. Yeah, this was a Mondo. I loved it. I don't care what you guys say.
Nice. Well, you should.
I hope you don't care what we say, and
I don't
I'm gonna
care what you
and
say,
I'm gonna
'cause you're
try.
gonna do the same as him.
Well, no, I'm gonna do worse because this was so much. I hated this movie so much more than Jim hated this movie.
He did.
I'm gonna try to keep this quick because I don't want Murray to get all upset on
Yeah,
me.
I'm going to start throwing stuff at you.
Because he gets very emotional when he likes a movie and other people hate it. But the fact of the matter is, I'm sorry, Kate Hudson. If you have been nominated for anything, I don't get it because this you were unwatchable. Hugh Jackman, just does the Hugh Jackman thing, which is great if he's in a cameo for Rick and Morty, but not so good in this movie.
He does okay in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, he's okay in Deadpool. And I said no, but he's not bringing. He's actually acting a little bit in those though. Like there's actually some acting involved. This is just being Hugh Jackman. But yeah, no, this is borderline unwatchable. It's probably one of the worst movies that was released last year. And it has nothing to do with the music. I grew up with Neil Diamond in my house, not literally, but that his songs playing all the time. And I'm completely indifferent to him. There's a cheesy nostalgia that comes with Neil Diamond, and I get it. I get people that love Neil Diamond. I really do. But at the same time, the fact that this movie relies so heavily on playing entire Neil Diamond songs, like from start to finish, like there had to be 40 minutes, maybe 45 minutes of just solid music and singing in this that wasn't warranted. It wasn't groundbreaking renditions of it. It wasn't a lot of fun, and this movie should have been a lot of fun. It was more and I realized that at the end that it's a bit of a tragedy, but it should have been fun leading up to that tragedy. And when it got serious, I was laughing. Like I was just laughing under my breath, and I feel horrible for it because this family deserves better than me laughing. But it's a poorly made movie. This movie is absolute garbage. Do not see it. I hated it, and I'm not going to go on anymore but it's awful. It's really, really awful. Having said that, my mother went to it, and her and her friends thought it was the best.
Yeah.
They loved it.
See, your mother has good taste.
I thought it was a rage.
I love
your mother has good taste. I know what she did to you.
I love your mother, actually.
I do too.
That's what I love.
I also love my mother.
There we go. So I think we can all agree.
And there are a lot of people who do love this movie.
That Bryce,
Just not
good for
you.
them. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you're making a biopic, okay,
it's not a biopic.
It is a biopic about these two people.
It's 100% a biopic.
If you're gonna make a biopic, then make a biopic. Don't make a musical. So that's my biggest problem I had with this.
Without the music.
You can do it with music, but you can't play, like Bryce says.
They
play the whole song. It's like nobody wants that except you and Bryce's mom and maybe a bunch of other people. That's what took me out of this film. It was just too much of them singing and not enough real story. And he's gonna go meet Neil Diamond at the diner.
Oh, that was
just about made me lose my fucking shit.
I almost threw up.
I'm like, those are the things that biopics
just convoluted.
Just make it
garbage.
like the documentary. Just show how he actually dies. If they told the real story, I probably might have liked this. Anyway. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you got to see it because
if they told the real story, they got a different writer, they recast it, I might have liked it.
There you go, perfectly. I'm going to see the documentary. Actually,
I'm going to try to avoid that, Jim.
You'll put that in your dare bag.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it. All right, so Marty Supreme, you got to see this one too, right, Mer?
Yeah, I did.
All right, so if. Sorry. In this corner, we have Josh Shafty. And I want to call it a Masio pick about ping pong.
It's a sports movie.
It's kind of it's a mockumentary, but it's a mock-you-pick or something.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about ping pong. And in the other corner, we have Benny Safdie and a biopic. And I say that very loosely about an MMA fighter.
Oh, you're pitting the Safdies against each other.
The two Safdies against each other because they both released somewhat like a biopic. Sports biopics in the same year. And in one round, we have ping pong, bitch slap, MMA, all the way to the best the Safdie had to offer this last year. And it's now obvious who is the better brother. That's all I'm going to say there.
I agree.
Okay, so we also have what has to be the best performance.
Although I like the other one as well.
Yeah, I didn't.
This was better.
Yeah, this was way better. And And the best performance by my little man boy crush ever, Timothée Chalamet, who plays Marty Supreme, who is probably the most American character I've ever seen in a movie that's ever been portrayed.
Yeah.
Who's completely full of himself to the point he's annoying, but at the same time is talented at everything he does, which includes wooing other people's wives, getting people pregnant, selling shows to amputees. But what he wants to be known for is ping pong. This is one of the Safdie films we have where, like, the Safdies are just known for creating big characters that they're controversial and they're deep characters, big and rich and unapologetic. And the story is motherfucking bonkers, but in a way that is so unpredictable where the story is going, but all the way through it, you have confidence that no matter what little Shalaboner goes through, whenever he puts his mind to, it will happen. You just have that confidence in him because he has so much confidence, and pretty much does in so many twists and turns where everyone he comes into contact with, he either smoozes, takes advantage of, or keeps finding different ways to try and get arrested, all in the pursuit of ping pong. Through this journey, we are taken on which compacts 9 months into 2.5 hour film. Will keep you guessing, laughing, and wondering what kind of trouble is this young scoundrel going to get up to. I was both on the edge of my seat and cheering for him and against him all the way through the film. But in the end, he learns a very valuable lesson, as did Dorothy. There's no place like home. This was Mondo. I love this film. I was going to unpack something later, but I just want to say the soundtrack opening and closing with Tears for Fears. At first, I wasn't sure the music would fit this film because the music choices that he makes seem almost awkward, but they kind of redirect you in the film. So after the film finished and they opened and closed with Tears for Fears, I was like, okay, that worked for me.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Marty Supreme, Murray Supreme.
And now for something different.
Completely different.
I'm guessing the title of this film is supposed to be ironic.
Yes.
Because this Marty character is anything but supreme.
He was great at
More
ping
like
pong.
Marty Supreme Loser.
What?
I thought he was a huge piece of shit.
Yeah.
With no redeeming qualities
Language.
whatsoever. He treated everybody in his life and everyone he met like tissue paper.
Yeah.
Just use them up and throw them away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In pursuit of his almighty dream of becoming a world superstar
Yeah.
at table tennis.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what made it entertaining.
I defy anybody, especially anyone in North America, to name just one big name table tennis star from that world.
Marty Supreme.
No. Because he's fake. Exactly.
No, he's not fake. He's actually a person.
No,
Whatever.
he's
No, his
loosely
character is fake.
loosely based
What,
on a
loosely
person.
based, whatever.
But he is a person.
Doesn't matter.
Loosely based.
Yes. A lot of this stuff happened. A lot of it didn't.
Whatever, who cares?
Okay.
Fran Drescher,
Well, you brought it
Sarah
up, so-
Bernhardt, Gwyneth Paltrow, Kevin freaking O'Leary.
Yes.
How good was he?
I haven't seen a worse cast of supporting actors in a while.
What is going
I
on?
guess Glenn Powell and Rami Malek were not available.
Okay,
I guess
that was
the
good.
question is, can the great Chalamet carry this cast of losers?
Yes.
The answer is no.
What?
Because this is literally the worst role I've ever seen Chalamet play.
And he'll probably
And that's
actually win an
including
Academy Award for it.
Yeah. And that's including the Dunes, which I didn't like. As for the
I
story,
agree with you there.
this was way too long for how little it had to say.
Wasn't long enough.
Most of the scenes went far
Give me more,
past
Marty.
where they needed to. Chalamet, who usually commands your attention on screen,
Absolutely.
and rightly so, was extremely unlikable, mean-spirited, and selfish.
Yes.
There was absolutely nothing redeeming about Marty until the last 2 minutes of the film.
You're right.
That's exactly
And
the point,
as my
Murray.
buddy Jim is fond of saying, this film had a Rocky 2 ending. Predictable, cheesy, and drawn out. Seriously, who really gives a crap about table tennis?
I do.
No, I don't think you do.
I do.
They
do.
could have made all those scenes 30 seconds or less and cut 45 minutes from this
Isn't it still
film,
an Olympic sport too, Murray?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
a lot of people care
I
about
don't-
it.
well,
Otherwise,
yeah,
it wouldn't
in
be an Olympic
Asia-
sport. In a lot of places.
Uh,
They're not
yeah.
all Asians that are.
Most
that are
of them are.
Okay, Murray.
And Kevin O'Leary, really?
I didn't realize you're an expert on table tennis.
Right-wing
now.
nut job who's never done anything except those crappy dragon shark shows.
Oh, he was so
I'm
good in this.
embarrassed that
brilliant.
he's Canadian. He sure ain't no damn actor. In case you haven't figured it out, this movie was a huge rage for me.
Nice.
Nice.
I was not looking forward to it, did not want to see it.
Why did you
And
say
only
why
went
did you?
because there was nothing else out, and it's probably going to win a ton of awards in the next
As
3
it
months.
should.
As it should.
Much like one battle after another, I may be one of the few, but I hated this film so much.
Nice.
You're up, Bryce.
Marty Supreme.
Yes.
I Timothy Chalamet, from the first second he's on this, there is an energy that is crazy, and it's not unlike Uncut Gems, where there's tension throughout this whole thing. It's a different
Yeah.
type of tension, but Safdie's just got away, and yeah, once again, Josh Safdie I think is definitely the more talented of the two. Together they're amazing, but it's obviously Josh Safdie that can bring that on your edge of your seat tension to.
Well,
to
here's the
something.
thing: we
And
won't
every scene,
know
like,
that
there's
because
there's
when they make a movie together, obviously they check each other.
Yeah.
Until they wreck.
But
each other.
there's an energy in this movie that you don't get in other people's movies, and it's
Yeah.
all him, and he brings out just amazing performances. Like Timothy Chalamet has never been better in his life, and he's done some good stuff.
Yeah.
But this is the best that he's ever been, and this frenetic energy that he keeps up through this whole film, and is unapologetically Marty Supreme through this whole film.
You know who I was kind of thinking he was channeling a little bit? Maybe, but I'm not sure. And maybe he's not good to say the name out loud. But it's like if instead of playing clarinet, that Woody Allen played ping pong. There was a little bit of Woody Allen.
Maybe
in it,
a little,
bit.
but it was.
But he was smarter than Woody Allen.
And you had to hit it fast forward on it
Yes,
too, because
exactly.
it was a little faster than it. Yeah, but yeah,
It's
from
New York, so
there is not like from the very start of this film, it was just like I was in the ride that I was taken on, and this is a type of, let's put it in quotes, biopic that's okay because
they never say it's.
they
a
never
biopic.
say it's a biopic, but it does have stuff that happened in his life. There's things like he was halftime entertainment for the Globetrotters, and he like a lot of stuff did happen, but it's obviously a giant embellishment. And that's the thing, if you're coming out and you're just saying, okay,
It's a biopic.
we're
Yeah.
going balls to the wall, this is a giant embellishment, it's just based on a guy, but it's not his story.
Yeah.
It is, we're taking his story and we're blowing it up and we're turning it up to 11. That's okay if you're obvious that that's what you're doing. If you're trying to make some realistic, you're putting realism in it at some point, like, oh, they never did that. This just went balls to the wall from the very start. This is one of the most intriguing characters that you'll ever see on film. Chalamet is amazing. Kevin O'Leary was absolutely, like, when he came on screen, I was like, oh no, why would he put Kevin O'Leary in this movie? And then, holy crap, was he good in this? And I just think it's all about the director. This guy is just such a good director. He's such a good writer. With his brother, they're fantastic. Alone, he's fantastic. I have a differing opinion about his brother. I think he's still fantastic. You thought that the movie that he made
was horrible.
It was not horrible.
It was really
Plus,
horrible.
once again, the one thing that you can't say about both of them is they can bring performances out of people.
Yeah.
like nobody else.
Totally. It's not because of the performances in.
And I'm not a Gwyneth Paltrow fan, but she was perfectly cast in this. absolutely perfect. Nobody else. I wouldn't want to see anybody else in that role.
And actually, as much as Fran Drescher's in this, she's not in it
She's
really
not
a
in
lot.
a very lot, and she was fine.
But she, you expect Fran Drescher to be like with her voice. But like, I was glad to see someone used her in a different way.
Yeah, and it was, honestly, she had her. It was a very bit part at the end of the day, even though it's a big part of Marty's life, his mother.
Yeah,
she's not in it very much. But that whole, like, it's just, there really wasn't a missed beat on this. I love this movie so much. This character I could watch just do whatever. Just throw him in the middle of a shopping mall and have him interact with people. It's just, he's just got an energy about him.
He should be on his own reality TV show.
I tell you.
Which is kind of like how it felt after.
But yeah, on the back of Chalamet and the superior writing of Safdie here, this is an absolute delight. Marty Supreme is Mondo.
There you go. We got a Mondo sandwich with Song Song Blue, and we got a Rage sandwich on Marty Supreme.
There you
go. Now we got We Bury the Dead, Murray.
Yeah.
So Murray also got to see this one. Murray saw more movies over the holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
You guys.
Yeah, but you still saw a lot.
Some of us actually had to work for the holidays.
Yeah. Horrible.
I had to work.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You
Christmas
had to work
Day?
hard.
Didn't have to work Christmas Day.
There you go.
What's that?
New Year's. I had to work New Year's.
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. I was working.
I was working too.
At frickin' midnight.
You know,
I wasn't working at midnight. I wish I was working at midnight.
I wish I wasn't working, and I wasn't.
If I could work at midnight on New Year's Eve, that would be the best.
No, it really isn't.
All right. We bury the dead.
Yeah.
So,
apparently.
Does Australia ever make any other genre of movie except horror?
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. I mean, they are the most.
Don't you remember Australia?
Crocodile Dundee, baby.
Crocodile Dundee.
I mean, okay, but
Australia, one of the biggest flops ever.
Yes, but okay, in the last 5 years, I mean, they are
Hugh Jackman
the most.
in that too. He was
Australia.
wasn't he?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, they are the most consistent horror country in the world.
They make a lot of horror.
Yeah, I
this
think
a
the
horror
directors. I think the directors are now like, look, we can only make horror movies, so let's not make anything else. Because literally,
give the people what they want.
When was the last time the international film market got anything but a horror movie from Australia? I beg you to find one.
I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's a few.
There isn't. And there are two things about this film that you all need to know about this film. Number one, if the Aussies make it, you can guess it's going to be hopefully at least watchable. Or if Daisy Ridley's in something, her performance is worth seeing this movie for.
Yep.
Because I'm slowly becoming a huge fan, and her performance in this is transcendent. In this Aussie horror film, we get a new vision on the zombie genre. Or maybe they aren't zombies. Because, like most zombie movies, or adjacent, it's the US making a mistake that causes a terrible situation. And in this case, Tasmania, and it's to have almost the entire country become dead by their brains just turning off. Except sometimes they come back, Murray. Mm-hmm. And you know the military, they only tell you what they feel is necessary. And this iteration of zombie or zombie adjacent are as creepy as fuck as they make these sounds as they grind their teeth. And we soon learn that the longer our, and I'm putting this in heavy quotes, reborn are alive, they seem to get more and more aggressive and faster moving. And our girl, Daisy, decides to sign up for a body retrieval because her husband was at a conference in the southern part of Tasmania where the initial attack comes from. So once she gets to Tasmania, she starts going door to door, basically bringing out the dead people. But what she really wants to do is go find her husband. And so her and her new, and I'm putting this in heavy quotes, friend decide to head south. This is where we find out that there are worse things than the undead waiting for her as she takes this journey. Now, this is a bit of a typical zombie bait and switch. We are being afraid of what zombies are going to do, and then something else much worse, like Evil Daddy with wifey issues. They do a really good job showing her and her husband's life up until the time she leaves, and the suspense in this is very well done. At times, very Hitchcock, and at other times, they're wanting us to yell at the screen, like, don't go in there, don't do that. We kind of find out that the dead, if left long enough, will all come back, but some of them are also not aggressive, or maybe they don't all come back. As you can tell, I'm a little bit confused on that part, but I'm going with yes, wait long enough and they're all going to come back. This story, as it unravels, starts to get more and more complex as she finally gets to her final destination and finds her husband. Now, I'm not going to tell you all the relationship deets, who she meets, but suffice to say that the moral of the story is that in a zombie-like global pandemic, don't get hung up on your current spouses or better halves, because there might be something better come along, or at least not an undead dick. If you happen to lose your baby while aforementioned dead husband is alive, then you may be lucky enough to find an undead baby to adopt. But we don't actually get to fully know what these zombies, and I put or zombie adjacent, are capable of, and we never get to see them eat anyone. But they are quite scary, and some seem to have deeper thought. So, just like the last Star Wars, we got Daisy Ridley, and maybe we will get a trilogy from her on this one. I'm not sure. I like the suspense. I like the pacing. I like the creepiness of the teethies, as I'm calling them. I'm not going to call them zombies. But for something that kept pretty accurate to what I think would really feel like in this type of situation, you have to suspend disbelief a little bit in the last act. It was meh. Mm-hmm. Plus, I love things that eat people. And unfortunately, I didn't get anybody getting eaten in this. So it's like it's not a zombie movie, but it's got the feel of a zombie movie. All right, Murr, what'd you think of Daisy Ridley?
Yeah, I didn't even write anything about this. I thought it was stupid. I didn't like it at all.
Nice. What did you hate about it? Or not like
pretty much everything. It's barely a zombie movie. Like
it isn't.
It's not a
zombies
zombie
are basically
movie.
a background for the drama of her searching for her husband.
Yes.
Right.
Which turned out to be a complete waste of time.
Did it?
Yeah, it really was. And then there was a creepy guy with the house. And,
was there not a
and
resolution that happened?
Yeah, no, maybe not a good one, but
okay.
It just seemed like, why did she bother? Why did she bother?
Because
just assume he's dead and move on with your life is what she should have done.
People grieve in different ways,
Yeah.
Murray.
Whatever. No, I thought it was slow. I thought it was boring. And
Yes,
yeah,
it
was no zombie killing.
There was that grinding of that teeth, though, Murray.
Whatever. To me, it was a rage. I didn't like it.
What'd you think, Bryce?
This was actually quite a good movie. It's a very, very good, well-paced movie. I like the way that everybody was introduced. I like the way that it was beautifully shot. The one thing I didn't like is when they were going through where there was like all that smoke and everything. That looked a little weird. It didn't really look
like
real.
CGI smoke?
It kind of looked CGI-ish.
Yeah.
But and it's just when they like pulled back the camera and they showed like the whole landscape, that kind of took me out of it for like 2 seconds. I don't even know why I'm talking about that though.
They're on a soundstage.
I don't even know why I'm
some
talking
smoke.
about that though. But yeah, the introduction of some of these characters like Riley that they encounter in the sort of, I guess when they're on the run there and they're in the cafe-ish type deal, they encounter him. I thought that whole sequence was brilliant.
With the zombie-like creature thing.
And just, you know what? There's a lot of good stuff in this, and Daisy Ridley, as you say, is just like she's one of those actors right now that when I see that she's in a movie, I know that I'm at least gonna get a very good performance from her.
Yep.
And I also know that she probably is gonna, other than when she's in Disney stuff, but even when she's in Disney stuff,
she's still
great.
She's the best thing in that Star Wars trilogy.
But aside from the Disney, when she, and I think this is one of those actors that I think does the Disney stuff so that she can do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
And I think she really does pick
But is she
interesting
going to be in any
characters
other
to be-
Disney stuff? Do
I
we
don't
know
know.
if
Who knows?
that whole is that whole
I don't
thing
know.
dead now, Murray? Do
What,
you know?
Star Wars? No,
No, Star Wars
Star
is
Wars
dead,
is-
but like,
No, I think they're doing more sequels with her.
oh really?
There you go.
You know what? I won't like the movie, but I'll sure like her.
Yeah, but yeah, she is just, and I'll tell you, I don't think I've ever seen Brenton Thwaites, who's kind of her partner in crime in
The
this.
hottie?
Is he the hottie? Okay,
He's pretty damn hot. I'm not gonna lie.
He was actually really
He's
good
worth
in
the price of admission,
There you go.
and he's shirtless a lot.
He is
Yum,
shirtless
yum.
a lot, yeah. But yeah, no, this was just such a. I love the pacing of it. I love the feel. I love the griminess that you
But
when
how'd
you're
you like the
watching it.
last act there, Bryce?
I believe you used the term suspend belief. It's the only way that's actually
Yeah,
watchable.
that's the last act is kind of you got to suspend disbelief. For
You
sure.
know, it was fine. But at the end of the day, was this a fantastic, movie? No. Was this something that, if
Was worth
if,
seeing?
Worth seeing. If you got a choice between it or Song Sung Blue, absolutely go to it.
Unless you're Murray or Leslie.
Unless you're Murray or my mother, yeah. So, but yeah, no, this really was a very well-made movie, well-acted movie, and it was meh. But it was a high meh for me. I enjoyed it a lot.
This could have got Mondo.
And there were certain sequences that I really did think were brilliant. And I thought that there are some scenes where I'm like, wow, that's a brilliant scene. But some of its parts,
See, for me,
there was enough there that I was like, it wasn't, but it was a high meh. It was really good.
So for me, if the last act was better, it would have been a Mondo for me.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I don't think I was bugged as much as the last act as you were.
There's two things that happen that it's kind of like, really? You needed to do that? You had to?
It was fine.
I'll tell you what I did really like about this film is that it gets you going into this. You're thinking it's a zombie film, and it's not. It's not a zombie film, which actually is refreshing. So they took this genre of that your brain dies and then it comes back, and some people have a certain way, but it sounds like the longer they're back alive after they were reborn, they become more aggressive, is what you think. And the impression that I got, I'm not sure about what you two thought, is that everybody will come back.
I didn't get that impression.
See, I did.
No,
and the
just some of
reason
it.
I say
The
that,
only thing that I got was that the longer
I don't know why you get that-
they're
that-
alive after they come back, the more aggressive they can become.
I don't know
yeah.
why you got that impression, because at no point did any of the ones that they've kind of put aside or like show signs of anything. It was we were always just seeing.
well, the reason I say it, okay, the
And we
reason
actually- I don't
say
think
it
we
is
ever
because of
Yeah.
the scene in the barn.
Okay.
So the scene in the barn.
That's true. Everybody in there is.
Everybody.
Yeah.
That's right.
You
And
know what?
he started building a list. So he knew eventually, because he even said, I know I just have to wait long enough. And that's what planted the seed that everyone is going to come back. So all these people that they're burying, we're going to get burial
Well, that's
grounds.
good news.
We're going to get burial grounds. That's why I think there's a sequel.
So we're going to be having hands coming up through just like the old
Yes.
zombie films
Yes.
in part 2 of this.
Yes, exactly.
In fact, We Bury the Dead is probably going to go all zombie on us in part 2.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe here's the other thing is that when you create a zombie character, to make it an original character with that grinding,
You've
of the
actually got me
teeth-
excited. They've just laid the groundwork for
Yes.
a series of films.
Yes, of course they have. That's what I'm saying. Daisy Ridley.
How did I miss
She's
that?
making another trilogy. I don't know. Sometimes you just do.
Yeah,
Remember-
usually I'm kind
Remember
of
that
smart.
time? Remember that time when you saw Anaconda and you thought it was great?
Yeah, it was great.
Remember that?
That was
Because you
so
missed
good.
something there too.
No, I saw everything there. It was fantastic. I love
Remember that,
movie.
Murray, when he talked about Anaconda being great?
So good.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So let's talk about the monkey in the room.
All right.
All right. Primate.
Primate.
So we got a pre-screen of this.
Yep.
And if you've seen the trailer for this, you basically know the entire movie. That's what I'm going to say to start here.
Yeah.
We have a rabid chimpanzee who outsmarts 7 adults through superior intelligence because he has rabies. Not a single human in this was as smart as the primate, and the more he had rabies, apparently the smarter he became. But what made it even more surprising is that even when he's choked out and being pulled into a pool, he doesn't. He has rabies, but has complex thinking patterns at times. And others, he's like, has the rage virus from 28 Days Later.
It's a little inconsistent.
He is stronger than grown men and can outsmart them, is smart enough to understand how to drive a car, or at least how to operate an elaborate car starter, which, trust me,
Doesn't
when
know
I
how
say
to drive a car. He just knows how to open the
can't
doors.
even figure out how to use one of those car starters myself.
He just opened the doors.
The first time he touches a car starter, he's just like, I know how to use this, and I know how to use it well, because I've got rabies, I'm a primate, and I'm smarter than everybody else in this movie.
He's a special animal.
He certainly is.
Smarter than your average rabies-infested monkey.
He's definitely smarter than your average rabies-infested
I think that's the title of our episode. Smarter than the average rabies-infested monkey.
Write it down. Write it down. All right. So, yeah, where was I? Oh, but the best thing is
that's
that
a long title, though.
The monkey, whatever. The monkey suit they have him in is worse than the original costumes from Planet of the Apes, because he doesn't look a thing like an actual chimpanzee. And maybe it's because he's got rabies. Maybe when you have a chimpanzee that gets rabies in a monkey suit.
It's hard to compare to those Planet of the Apes because they really nailed those monkey suits in the latest ones.
They certainly did.
I tell you, I couldn't even tell that was Tim Roth.
That's me neither. So one thing that this did have going for it was the kills, though. I mean, that monkey makes mincemeat out of pretty much everyone he comes into contact with. Face ripped off by what I'm guessing is a half-wit veterinarian. Jaw ripping with a young man who thinks he's cute.
Yeah, who goes into a
smash?
What vet goes into a cage, leaves the door open?
Yeah, or even just goes into a cage where he thinks that
he might have something. Like he doesn't know what's wrong with
that's
this.
What I'm saying. He's like,
just comes la-di-da.
Hey, I gotta use some candy and what's this?
And he can tell something's wrong with him too, and he's just crawling into the enclosure.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just leave the door open.
Hey, here's a needle. You've had needles before.
You've had needles before, and if you got the rage virus, don't worry about it. Yeah, so
that vet deserved to die.
He did deserve to die, and it was a really good kill.
Face
ripped off by the veterinarian. Where was it? Oh, rock smash for the bestie. Car pounding by the slutty friend.
Yep.
But the best and the one that made me laugh, and I'm going to say hysterically, was when the boyfriend lost the cliff battle and decided to land straight on his head.
Yep.
It was like the funniest scene.
It was so good.
He's got, because his hands could flap behind him when he lands on the cliff face, directly on his head, Murray. He went like this. Okay, so this is the guy. He's like, la la la. Okay, we're here. Okay, here's him, and these are his arms hanging down. This is his head, Murray, and he goes, woo.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
It's like he was doing a dive off a diving board, sort of, but then he put hands behind his back so he could land straight on his head.
And it was just like bonk.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't care that it wasn't realistic. It was something to see.
It was the best thing in this movie. So the gore was definitely fun, but these movies that make rabid chimps look like Dollarama gorilla masks who outsmart everyone when all they needed to do was give him a good push or pull into the pond, because supposedly he couldn't swim. So that would have taken like 2 minutes of the film. There was like 5 of them, and they all go like, and one of them's a man, and they're going to be like, let's jump into the pool and hide from the monkey. There's like 5 of you. Yeah, sure. Some of you are going to get...
You're going to get scratched
up a little bit, but you're going to push that fucking monkey into the pool and you're not going to have a problem. Yeah, this was horrible. I hated this movie. I was bored through most of it, and I just can't stand these kind of horror movies. I really can't. Like, they're just... I wish they would have had bad CGI as the monkey instead of putting it in a monkey suit. It looked like, what was that movie you made me
Was it
watch?
actually a guy in a monkey suit? Or
It was a guy in a
Bryce
monkey
saying
suit.
that?
Was it?
It's totally a guy in a monkey suit because if it
I
wasn't
didn't
a guy,
see. I didn't see a zipper.
it was at the back, Bryce. When
So they just never filmed him. From
they
the
never
back.
filmed him from the back. It was
Right.
always from the front. You remember that movie you made me watch where the monkey pitches with Tony Danza? Was it Tony Danza?
Yeah.
MVP or something?
Yeah.
No, it was no. It was like Ed or something. Ed?
Yeah. Ed or whatever. Oh, was
I
it?
thought Ed was a dog.
What? No,
Maybe.
I don't
Was
think
that
so.
Ed was a
monkey?
horse,
I
but
don't
but
know. It was Matt LeBlanc.
Matt LeBlanc. Okay,
Yes.
same thing. And he's with this monkey. It looked like that
Yeah.
exact same monkey. That was the monkey that was in this.
From the
Really?
90s.
Yeah, from the 90s.
Wow.
All right, so now
Yeah, it was Ed.
Yeah, there you go.
That was right.
You're right. Yeah. So is it the MVP? It was probably another one. That there was a-
MVP was most valuable primate.
yeah, there you go.
That was a
That was
different
also
movie.
a monkey.
Yeah,
Probably
no,
the
that was
same.
a
It's
different
probably
movie, though.
They probably have the same monkey suit sitting around in Hollywood studios.
Maybe.
All right. So now, what did you think of Primate?
I thought the kills were spectacular
They
for
were
the most
spectacular.
part. Unfortunately, that's all this had going for it. It was just, I don't know, nothing. I wanted to like this movie. It opened.
So did I.
It opened fun enough.
Yeah, the
you know.
first 2 minutes. Was
First 2 minutes,
the
I was like, all
second
right,
best
I'm in.
part of the movie.
And then it's like, oh, 36 hours earlier. And I'm like, really? And then it's like, well, what other, lazy writing can we get into? And then we pretty much witnessed it all. Yeah, they put them in situations that they easily could have got out of if they just used their brains. To your point, like nothing made any sense because there's 5 of them and there's 1 monkey. And it's not like it's a gorilla. It's a monkey.
It's a chimpanzee.
It's a chimpanzee. Now, don't get me wrong. They are very, very strong.
And very vicious.
They can be vicious. But there's 5 of you. I'm sorry. There's got to be a way. Especially when one of you, your life's on the line and you really got to get them to the hospital. So you'd think in that situation they would come up with something.
Yeah.
But instead they come up with, let's get a floaty device so we can stay in the pool. It's like, what? That's a terrible plan.
For the rest of our lives.
For the rest of our lives.
Or how
until
about
someone
this? Like when they
across
see the
us.
chunk of meat that gets taken out of her leg,
Yeah.
there's no way she would have lasted more than 30 minutes
yeah.
in that pool.
Yeah.
And why wasn't the pool like completely blood
Well,
wet?
yeah, they should have been. There was
Well, they put a tournicket on 15 minutes later.
Yeah, they show it bleeding a little bit at first, and then it's like, where'd the blood go?
She bled out, so she's dead.
I guess so.
But later on, she was
But
so...
she didn't. She couldn't have bled out because there's no blood in the pool.
Murray, you would have loved that part.
Yeah, as I say, it's a shame that they wasted such good kills in such a bad movie. I wanted to like it, and it was a tight 90 minutes, hour and 29
Well, that's
minutes.
what I thought.
It was a right length, but it didn't feel like it because in between it was kind of agonizing just watching these. And you know what? It's part of the fun of horror movies are sometimes is people making really stupid decisions, but for some reason it just wasn't fun this time.
No.
And the monkey was a bit of a downer. Like he should,
Because it looked like the monkey from Ed.
It kind of looked like the monkey from Ed. So yeah, no, this was a rage. It's a reluctant rage because there were things in it that I liked, but it was basically just the kills.
Does Murray actually get to press a set of buttons after
Yeah, go
5
ahead.
movies?
Whatever.
Nice.
I've been raged since we started this.
Nice. All right, well, we made it to the end of what we saw over the holiday season.
All right, let's kick it into high gear, boys.
Yeah.
High
all right.
gear. We have a high gear.
Do we have a high gear?
All right. Well, I do.
Vision.
I didn't get to see that.
Rage. Taking over.
All right, my rage is a little bit of a backhanded rage. So when Bryce and I went to see Marty Supreme, it was almost a full cinema. Now, this is not my rage because I want the cinemas to be full. My rage is where the
Every
fuck
cinema was full
is
of the
like
holidays.
where the fuck are these people for
Rest of the
art house
year?
films the whole rest of the year. Thank you, Murray. A Safdie film is not ever truly a mainstream film. So is this just because of Timothée Chalamet that this got so many people at it?
Because of the Oscar buzz.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is that
And
Oscar
it was the
buzz
holidays
films.
and people don't want to spend it at home apparently.
This movie was playing in almost every cinema,
Yeah.
and it still was full. So where are these people throughout the year? Like when we went to see, what was that Skarsgård film?
Sentimental Value?
Sentimental Value. Yeah. Why the hell wasn't that one full and at every cinema? I think we got it at one cinema at like
wasn't
one
Christmas.
time. Yeah, but that's just it. It's like people only go to movies at fucking Christmas time.
Apparently.
Oh my god.
Because, most of the time they're empty. And then I saw, 3 movies over the holidays? Every single one of them was full.
Yeah.
In the middle of the day. I'm not talking about Friday night. I'm talking about noon on a Tuesday.
There you
Well,
go.
that's when people go to it because they're off.
Not
and-
people who actually work.
Yeah.
well, nobody works during the
Anyway.
holidays except for you and me.
Apparently just me.
I don't.
I
All
know
right.
you don't.
Well, that's my rage. Is like, come on, people, show up to the cinemas more because you know what? With the new purchase from Netflix, we're gonna have no cinemas pretty soon, or we'll get 17 days of cinemas.
All right, it says I'm supposed to have a holiday rage here. I don't.
All right,
I
you
don't,
must have
I don't have
one.
a rage music either.
Well, just
It's
use
just the
mine.
fact that I had to work during the holidays. That's the only rage I have. I freaking hated it. New Year's Eve, I was outside. It's like
Freezing
freaking
your
minus
ass off.
10 and watching the damn fireworks from downtown.
Hey, that's cool.
So,
Minus
yeah,
10,
but I
that's
was
balmy.
working.
I was out at 7 a.m. with my dog every morning
Yeah,
that I
well.
could. And it was always,
I
it was
didn't
like
get to see
minus
fireworks.
So,
25.
yeah, I had to work over the holidays and I hated it. There
Aw.
you go. End of story.
I'm supposed to have a holiday rage?
Oh,
What does that even mean?
for the last 2 weeks, we haven't heard anything. So what happened over the holidays that made
Let's talk
you
about
rage?
Neil Diamond. There you go.
There you go.
That would be the easy thing to do for sure. Because yeah, I could rage
Would
about
it-
that movie all day long,
Would
and
it,
twice
would it
on
be
Sunday.
that because Anaconda wasn't funny?
No, because
He Mondo'd that. What are you talking about?
Anaconda was the best. Anaconda.
Shows you what his taste is like.
Exactly.
It's the holidays. I got no rage. I'm a happy guy.
Got nothing?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Got a raging boner for something?
My rage is that
Not enough movies.
my dogs don't get along. I was hoping Baxter
And you're
might actually.
shocked by this?
No, I'm not shocked at all. Here's the thing: we go to the dog park, and Baxter's really good with all the puppies that get there, that come there. They're like the
Yeah.
really young dogs. He always goes over there and gives them little nudges and plays with them really gently. And then he goes bonkers with some other dog, and they play rough and whatever. And then he'll stop and he'll go over to the little dogs, give them a little attention. And I was like, well, maybe that'll happen when. But the thing is, that's not in his house.
Yep. With
This is-
taking his attention away from
Yeah.
his daddy.
Yeah, this is in his house, and this is his place, and he is not happy that there's a little puppy in here. So little Benny's, I feel sorry for the little guy because Baxter is having nothing to do with him, and all Benny wants to do is be buddies.
Yep.
Benny follows him around.
He'll get there.
Yeah,
He'll
they'll get there. But yeah. So it's not really a rage. I was just sort of hoping that they would get along right away. Such is life. I know they'll be best of friends in about 8 months, but
Yep.
that's all.
In
It's
the
gonna be a long
meantime,
8
Bryce
months.
will get no sleep.
Actually, I'll tell you one thing. We threw him in the crate.
Mm-hmm.
He's perfect. It
The
took
dog's crating perfectly? Nice.
Yeah, it took 2 days. The first 2 days was hell. The third day, I laid in front of the cage with him just to kind of keep him calm. And then after that, boom, nothing. We put him in. We're good till 5 a.m. and I'm up anyways. So
Nice.
there
Well,
we
that's
go.
a plus.
Yes.
You don't need to get a bigger bed.
Exactly. Because, yeah, 2 of them in the bed. That wouldn't be good. Anyways,
And
yeah,
then
go
the-
ahead, Murray. I'm done.
That it?
That's
Yeah.
it.
I don't even know what I'm talking
Wasn't
about.
much of a
No, you don't.
rage.
No.
But, you know.
Rage subsiding.
I was going to just not do anything, but then you kept on prodding me, so I talked about my dogs.
Anger fade.
That's what I've become.
Prodding, probing. But whatever. All right. Well, the most anticipated episode of the year.
Yeah, sure.
So
It's the longest.
it's definitely going to
Not
be the
even
longest.
close.
All right. So we're going to start with our rages. Bryce, what were your rages?
I go first?
Yep.
I
'cause
never
you
go
end with
first.
Mondos. I know, but you do on the rages. Thank God you're ready.
Okay, I'm ending with the Mondos. Okay, well, that's fair, I guess.
There you go.
We'll just blast through this. Worst movies of the year. We'll do our honorable mentions or dishonorable mentions, as it were.
Yes.
I mean, obviously, Song Sung Blue is on there, but Murray, it didn't make my top 5, so there you go.
What should make you happy?
Snow White.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Snow
Yep.
White.
Forgot about it.
Yeah. I saw a lot
Wicked.
of bad movies.
Wicked for Good.
Is
How
dishonorable
bad
mention?
how bad
So
are these
just
movies that
so
Wicked
just
for
is
Good
Good one
didn't make my top
dishonorable
5?
mention.
The Running Man. And here's a shocker. Didn't make my top 5. Just got edged out. Avatar
What?
Fire Underneath My Bum or whatever it was
So
called.
basically, Hollywood studio productions.
There we go.
Well, I'm kind of anxious now to know which top 5 worst films were.
Hey, 5 worst films of 2025 according to me. That would be Bryce. Number 5, Ella McKay. This was unwatchable. Brooks, what are you doing with your life? You are so hit and miss. I don't even know what to say about you. It's just, but this was awful. Ella McKay is just absolutely unwatchable. Number 4, Regretting You. Oh my God, was this a bad movie? What was it? What's her head? McKenna Grace. I always suspected that she wasn't a very good actor, and she drove that home with this particular performance. I feel bad that what's his head? The brother, the good
Yep.
brother.
Dave,
Dave Franco. I feel bad that he was even in this movie. It's
and
like,
he
what
produced it.
What
so,
the hell are you doing?
So
in this
never
movie?
mind. It's
What is-
half his fault.
What is going on, dude? Yeah, Regretting You was awful. Number 3, My Mother's Wedding. Watching Scarlett Johansson doing an accent
British
for like
accent.
British accent for like 2 hours. It's like, oh my God. And if that wasn't unbearable enough, like just the movie is just repulsive.
So horrible. It's so horrible.
Number 2, Rebel Wilson as an action star. Bride Hard. Oh my goodness. Supposed to be funny, I guess. It was not. And number 1, I don't know how this can't be everybody's worst movie of the year. Freakier Friday. This is the one movie where I will never, ever, ever watch even a second of this again. There is not 1 second in this movie that I wasn't cringing. My God, this was absolutely the worst movie of the year. Congratulations, Jamie Lee Curtis. You made the Rage 5. You are number 1. Freakier Friday.
Oh man, that's the good stuff right there. All right, the Murr, your 5 worst with your dishonorables.
All right. Well, I did 10 because that's what you said. So I'm dropping my dishonorables and starting
Just
a new
saying
list.
10. All
There
right,
you go.
for it.
So let's go with Flight Risk. Y'all need a pilot.
Y'all need a pilot?
Y'all
Marky
need a
Mark's
pilot?
acting was worse than his hair. Yes, he shaved his head for this movie.
Nice.
Captain America: Brave New World.
Oh, that was good.
Mackie is fine as the new Captain America. He's no Steve Rogers. Harrison Ford as a red raging Hulk president? No thanks. Maybe the worst thing I've seen in him besides The Last Indian. Ballerina. Jim is
Oh,
a
that
bigger
was
John
good.
Wick fan than I am, but I thought this would be better.
It wasn't.
Keanu was okay, but the rest of the film was awful. Jurassic World Rebirth.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good.
Only thing I liked about this movie was ScarJoy's choice of clothing.
Yeah, dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs were ridiculous, not enough eating people. Eddington.
Eddington was awesome.
I don't like
was
Walking
Mondo.
Phoenix. I thought this movie was stupid.
It was Mondo.
It was
And
Mondo.
I have a new number 1, so I'm going to have 6 just because I want to. So we've got weapons. Controversial, I know. Everybody else loved it. I did not.
Oh my God.
Number 5, Hurry Up Tomorrow. The Weeknd cannot act. Period.
That was-
Also, I hate his music. This was just a big vanity project disguised as a concert film.
It was original.
And one of Jim's favorites, The Brutalist.
Yes.
I've never liked Adrian Brody, ever.
Wasn't that last
This
year?
movie was, no, it came out in like January or something, just in time to win his Oscar. This movie was so long, they had to build an intermission.
Nice.
I hated the ending, and the 18-minute Oscar speech didn't make me like him any better.
Nice.
I didn't like The Brutalist either.
I know.
Number 3, One Battle After Another.
Mondo.
Speaking of Oscars, this film might win 15 of them,
Good.
but I absolutely hated all the racial bigotry and oppression in this movie. I always liked Leo, but I think Sean Penn is overrated as an actor.
He's
undoubted.
for life.
Number
life.
2. Sorry, it wasn't new number 1. It was
Mesmerizing
my
for
number
life,
2.
actually.
Is Marty Supreme for all the reasons I just said. So it's my new number 2.
Nice.
Whatever.
And number 1, we actually agree on Snow White.
Yeah, it's
There
bad.
was no other choice here. I'm not even a fan of the original, but at least not since I was 7. What they did to that classic was a crime. Rachel Zegler is awful.
Yeah,
Not
she
casting
was fine.
real dwarves was wrong.
Nah.
And Gal Gadot is actually the best thing about this movie.
And that's saying
I'm
something.
so glad it tanked at the
Wow.
box office.
There you go.
Nice.
So yeah, I have 6 just because I hated Marty Supreme that much.
There you go. All right. Well, my Rage 5, I went in a bit of a different direction this year. So because I saw so many movies that I despised over 2025,
Uh-huh.
I said, you know what? What is the thing that makes me the most angry? And that is if you're going to make a huge budgeted box office movie and then you bloat it out with how much time is spent in it. So basically what I did for my top 10 worst movies was I just sorted it by runtime. So my number 5 dishonorable mention is Bride Hard because it was 105 minutes and it should have been 5 minutes. Number 9 is Regretting You. Yes, at 116-minute runtime, this was painful from moment 1 to moment 116.
Everything's longer than 116 minutes on the next 8. Wow.
Yes. Number 8,
a lot of
Karate
torture.
Kid Legends. 100,
That was on my list, too.
118 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
That's
movie,
Jackie Chan.
This movie was so horrible.
thing about it.
Every
But that's
single
Jackie Chan.
Only good
yeah.
thing about it.
That's what kept it off my
that's
list. Is
the-
that Jackie Chan?
It doesn't matter, Bryce. It was horrible. Number 7, which is a series that never should have gone on past the video game. Tron Ares.
On my list, too.
119 minutes
Yeah,
of pure
there's some
horrible.
stuff in it. I like the soundtrack.
Yeah, the
Soundtrack
soundtrack
was
was good.
That's why it didn't make my top.
Okay, well, it was 119 minutes. That's why it made mine. Number 6, which came in at a tight 120 minutes, The Friend. Remember that horrible dog movie from New York?
I was so disappointed in that movie.
Yes.
That's the Bill Murray one?
That's the Bill
That's the
Murray
Bill
one.
Murray one.
It wasn't a Mondo, but I liked it.
No, it was a horrible rage because it was horrible. It
was a rage. It wasn't a horrible rage.
Number 5, Rule Breakers at 122 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Number 4, The Accountant 2 comes in at 132 minutes,
That's-
Murray, which
That's
this
a lot of
movie
Ben Affleck.
was horrible.
Ben Affleck was great.
The original Accountant was Ben Affleck was the worst he's ever been in this movie, Murray.
Which and I agree, and he was still awesome.
He was still horrible. All right, number 3, which, you know, if I actually did rate these by the 3 worst, these actually would have been the 3 worst. It doesn't have to be the runtime, but
Gotcha.
the runtime just is a little bit of icing on the cake. At 138 minutes, Wicked for Good, which was Wicked for Horrible, if you ask me.
It was bad.
Now, number 2 was a bit of a surprise, and now that we have new ways that we decide what movies we see, we never would have saw this because we're definitely not seeing Niza 3. At 143 minutes, 2 hours and 23 minutes, this movie is unwatchable. It is just, if you've never seen the entire series, you will have no clue what is going on, and it's just awful. How this was the biggest box office of the year. I think it beat every other movie. It's crazy. And my worst movie, of course, came in at 197 minutes or 3 hours and 17 minutes, and that's Avatar: Fire and Ash Hole. It's just horrible from start to finish. Visually, it's beautifully done. Like Cameron can really he really knows how to do technology. I just need him to get someone else to write and direct. Like just stay in the technology side and stop making movies.
Somebody to actually write a script.
Who can write a script that isn't like it's just painfully horrible. That's all I want to say. All right. Over to our bests.
Is that what we're doing?
The bests, Murray.
The Mondo 10.
My first?
You are, yeah.
Right. I still don't know why we don't have 10 rages. We're called Film Rage, but whatever. Honorable mentions. A Private Life. Jodie Foster, Speaking French, being all Jessica Fletcher. Concessions, my favorite of all the Sif films I previewed, but did not actually see it during the festival. Crazy Last Night at a closing art house theater. I just remember Schindler's List with a Terminator character in it. that would have been an awesome movie if they actually made that. The Roses, Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman duke it out in a British remake of the Douglas Turner original. Lots of fun. Megan 2.0. I don't remember why I liked it. I just remember it being a lot of fun.
Yeah. It was like Terminator. It was like Terminator 3.
Yeah, except she's a doll.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning. I know everybody else hated it. It was definitely the worst of the series since number 3, anyway. Story was awful, but I liked the action. Okay, my Mondos. Number 10, Peter Noster, Mission of Light. This film was insane. Easily the best film I previewed.
Which is surprising because you don't like Insane. So
this was just insane. Like the killing was just off the charts. I love cheesy horror. Like I just don't like serious horror. But it was it was a hippie commune in the 70s turned satanic cult. It was awesome. And yeah, I never actually saw it in the theater because I previewed it. Yes, Bryce, Song Blue. I just loved it. I'm not gonna.
You've already said enough about it.
I'm not gonna defend it anymore.
That's right.
I love musicals, so that's
there you go. That makes sense.
Frankenstein. I was never a big Del Toro fan, but this was my favorite of all of his movies. Also, the best Frankenstein adaptation I've seen. With all due respect to Mel Brooks. September the 5th, which you go way back.
Oh, wow.
I saw in January.
Yeah.
Retelling of the horrific events in the Munich Olympics in real time from the POV of the TV network covering it.
Yeah, it was
somebody
good.
who used to work in TV, I loved it. It was amazing.
It was
Thunderbolts or the New Avengers, whatever.
Yeah, it was good.
It was fun.
Despite my loathing and disdain for Julia Louis-Dreyfus, this was my favorite Marvel film of the last couple of years. Pew Pew and David Harbour, great father-daughter ass-kicking duo. Last Showgirl. Who knew Pamela Anderson could act? As someone who was a fan of her running slowly on a beach in a tight red swimsuit, she really showed us something in this film. Hey, it's all right, I'm a fan of the show. I like the show.
I think her performance in Naked Gun was even better.
Well,
that's me.
That wasn't a Mondo for me. Dave Bautista was great in it too. He's actually my favorite former wrestler turned actor.
Yeah.
A lot better than the other two anyway. Cheech and Chong's last movie. I usually don't like documentaries, but I grew up with these stoner movies.
What was that number for you?
4.
Number 4, wow.
I love how it showed how they didn't always get along, but they came out of it as BFFs in the end. So they went through some stuff and they came out. Dust Bunny. So wonderfully weird, and it has Mads Mikkelsen.
The Mads.
Number 2, F1. I know Jim hated it.
Oh, hated that movie.
Loves me some Brad Pitt.
I liked it.
Used to love watching Formula One races. Thanks to Pitt, I'm a fan again.
There you go.
And his name is Pitt. How can you not have a racing movie with the name Pitt?
There you go.
And of course, number 1, no surprise, John Candy,
Avatar.
I Like Me.
Ah.
You both know how much I love this
Two
Canadian
documentaries.
icon. It's been over 30 years since his death. It still affects me. My favorite of the whole SIF festival. Didn't hurt that my second favorite Canadian actor produced it.
There you go.
There you go.
Isn't that that's like a monumental year for you, Murray? Getting two
docs
docs
I liked,
in the
and they were both festival movies.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome. All right, my honorable mentions. Number 5 is 40 Acres, Canadian Gold, and had me hooked like 5 minutes in when little kids start killing people. Groundbreaking Canadian film at its finest. This completely shocked me. I love this film. Number 4, Train Dreams. Such a beautifully shot film and just washes over you and you just absorb it. Plus, William H. Macy has never been better. This is one that I saw that none of you guys saw. 1978. Demons, zombie dogs, maybe Satan, and maybe Satan's baby. Nothing is explained, but the film is motherfucking bonkers, and the music is like its own character onto itself. Number 2, You Are the Universe. End of the world film shot while Ukraine is being invaded. This film is stunning. It's got 2 characters, and it's brilliantly done. Number 1 honorary mention is Universal Language. Winnipeg has never been so funny, and a concept so weird that, well, it fits into Winnipeg perfectly.
I saw a part of it. I didn't like it.
It's brilliant. Number 10, which this also didn't make one of Bryce's Mondos. He just gave this one a meh. But for me, it was my number 10. People and Meat. Korean old people pull together to dine and dash their way to happiness and create a family like only the Koreans can. Number 9 is a doc called The Librarians. It had me so angry at society that it made my top 10. Like, this is another one that I saw you guys didn't get to see. It's brilliant. I suggest every single person watch this if you want to be angry at the world. Number 8, Good Boy, the greatest horror movie your favorite pet could ever experience. Number 7, No Other Choice. Master filmmaker has us feel like murder is okay if it helps you get a job. So there you go, Murray.
Sure.
Okay, you have no other choice but to murder people to get that job. Just like on Murray's list, Pater Noster and The Mission of Life. When a film is about cults and record stores, there can be nothing greater than making my top 10. Number 5. My top 5 were tough because these could have all been sorted into each other. But the emotional content of my number 1 is what made it get number 1. This one is a movie that I started laughing from moment 1 to moment ending. And I never stopped laughing the entire time. Plus, the audience was amazing. We got to see it at Cuff. Ebony and Ivory. A film about the origins of the song Ebony and Ivory.
Almost made my rage
created
list.
by the most creative director working today. Jim Hoskins is brilliant. He is crazy. He is kooky. This movie, if you watch this and you don't laugh your ass off, you don't have a funny bone.
I do have a funny bone. I hated it.
There you go. The Secret Agent. Okay. It didn't make my number 1 like I thought it was going to, but this film had me guessing right up until the very end. And I'm usually never guessing, so it's a winner for that alone. Number 3 is Surratt. Visuals and the greatness falls off a cliff, and this film just... I had no clue what was going to happen. It was, the ending is just, it's brilliant. Number 2, Seaside Serendipity. This film, which was 2 hours and 21 minutes, Murray, but I wished it was 2 days and 21 hours long. All the characters and the cinematic brilliance this delivers makes it for an unforgettable film. And my number 1 film, who we also got to interview the director for, is Space Cadet. The most heartwarming animated film I have ever seen. I mean, I do love some Studio Ghibli films, but this one had me crying and cheering, and again, more crying. And the 2 characters are so deep and rich for being a robot and gave more emotion into a character than any living actors that has come before it. Space Cadet's my number one.
Huh. I'm just baffled that my number one isn't on your list.
Well, it might be still Oh, wait, was it F1? Because that's on my rage list.
It is F. No, it's not F1.
All right, let's hear yours, mister.
Oh, am I?
You're the only one left.
All right. So honorable mentions to Predator Badlands. So much better than I thought it was going to be. Die My Love. Yeah, it's just amazing. Just an amazing piece of film. Jennifer Lawrence, never, ever better. And shot in around Calgary.
Yeah, shot
yeah.
in Calgary, man.
Then big time directors didn't make the top 10, but I'm just Begonia, amazing, so much fun, and Eddington, amazing, just an absolute amazing movie. Loved every second of it. And one of your favorites that made your top 10, Surratt, is the last of my honorable mentions. There was a lot of people blowing up. It was pretty good. It was just a really good movie.
It's a little bonkers.
It is a little bonkers. So my number 10 would be Freaky Tales. One of probably the best sort of anthology movies that I've ever seen.
Definitely.
I'm not a huge fan of the anthology format, to be honest, but this was so well done.
It ties together well, too.
It ties together so well.
Did you see the ones that are at the bottom that I didn't actually list out?
Yeah, I'm on there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so Freaky Tales. So it's one of those movies that more people should have saw. I thought, just on the back of Pedro Pascal, I thought more would say. And it literally has the best cameo maybe ever.
Yeah.
I mean, it is on par with
the Tony Todd.
With Tony Todd, it's on par with why is his name eluding me?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
The Doogie Howser.
Neil Patrick.
It's on par with Neil Patrick Harris's cameo in the first Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
There you go.
Because that
Not
was
the second and third.
That was one of the best cameos ever.
He was awesome in the third one.
But in Freaky Tales, we get a cameo from Tom Hanks that is absolutely priceless.
It is priceless.
It is so
best he's ever been.
It is the best he's ever been. My goodness gracious. My number 9 movie, just for sheer originality, Dust Bunny. So much fun.
Good film.
Mads Mikkelsen is just great as in this. Sigourney Weaver is great in this. Just such an original movie. Once again, originality is big with me these days because when you've seen
then why aren't you listing my top 10? Because those are the most original.
When you've seen as many movies as I have, if it's not original, it just kind of gets tossed onto the scrap heap. Number 8, The Life of Chuck. That scene, the dance scene with the drums alone, if that doesn't make your heart burst with joy, I don't know what will.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
I did too.
Number 7, Good Boy. I don't think anything's ever depicted a nightmare for a dog more.
Or be original.
Yeah, it's completely original through the eyes of a dog, and your heart just breaks with this dog, and oh my goodness, you feel what he's feeling, and
so well done.
It gets me emotional just talking about that movie. Number 6, Legend of Ochi. Once again, just just a great film.
Great soundtrack.
Absolutely. But yeah, Legend of Ochi. It's one of those. I guess it's a family film.
It is definitely a family film.
And you know what? I'm surprised at the amount of family films that made my top 10 because they never make my top 10. But there's been some good ones this year. And The Legend of Ochi is one of them. Another one that didn't make my list, I'm going to mention right now because I love Sketch, and I don't know why I didn't put it on anything here.
Because it was meh.
It was so Mondo. Everybody go see Sketch. Sketch, do an afternoon. If you got kids, watch Sketch and Legend of Ochi back to back. If you got an afternoon where you're not going,
finish it off with Space Cadet.
And then that would be awesome. Number 5. It's made my top. It's number 5 because I think I laughed.
You don't have to defend it.
I'm gonna defend. I laughed harder in this movie than I have in like forever. And it was just this one. And don't get me wrong, the whole movie's great and it's so much fun. And you
can't be describing Anaconda.
I'm describing Dogman.
Oh,
when Dogman starts singing along with "I'm so lonesome I could cry," I laughed almost to the end of the movie from that point.
Dogman is pretty awesome.
It's so much joy in that movie. Number 4, I think you still haven't seen, which is a crime. You need to go see this, Jim, is I'm Still Here. A mother that's her husband's been taken away. It's in corrupt Brazil, and it's just her trying to just get to the truth and whether he's even alive, and
I can't see it now though because it's out streaming, so I will see it.
It's the 4th best movie of the year in my opinion.
There you go.
Number 3 is Space Cadet. Another two animated films get in my top 5 because they both brought me so much joy. And I will say that Space Cadet got me emotional, and it's not something I usually do. And I mentioned it to the director. I'm like, dude, like I don't get emotional in movies. Your movie actually got me to the point where I was choking back the tears. Number 2, Ebony and Ivory, the most fun you can have in a movie theater
ever of all time.
Oh my God, A Scottish Cottage. Oh my goodness, please go see Ebony and Ivory, and just I don't know how you want to go into
Okay, first you got to listen to the song.
Yeah.
And then watch the video of Paul McCartney.
And then watch the movie. That'll set you up perfectly. Absolutely. And my best movie of the year, which I am just baffled that it's not in your top 10 even.
Marty Supreme?
No. How could this movie miss your top 10?
Die My Love? Oh, you already had that. I don't know. What is it?
The President's Cake.
It was okay. It was a meh.
Go back and listen to your review.
It was a meh.
Really?
I gave it a meh.
You gave it a meh?
Yes, I gave it a meh.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I gave it a meh.
I guess I've blocked it out because that's insane.
Yeah,
because that is the best movie of the year.
No, it was okay.
No, The President's Cake. You won't get any better performances. I find I don't even believe you gave it a meh. I got to go look at that.
Yeah, go look it up.
I am going to go look it up
because
it is by far the best movie of last year.
In
The President's Cake, best performances. It is.
Murray, what was your number 1 again? I Like Me.
I forget. Yeah,
I Like Me. Yeah. There you go. So, as far as Murray's concerned, it was John Candy's I Like Me. For you, it was President's Cake, which was a meh.
I don't even remember that.
Which was a meh.
There you go.
I tell you.
You know what? Here's the thing. I love making these lists. It's almost impossible, though, when you think of the number of content that we see every year, to put these into an order. Because, I don't know, I didn't list it out, but I know we had more rages this year than we've ever had.
Twice as many.
Yeah, there you go.
And your Ebony and Ivory was on that list. I omitted it.
There you go. Well, it's definitely not for everybody.
No,
that's for sure.
Not.
It is not for everybody.
It's the best.
All right.
Let's move on.
All right.
Hey, it's from the guy that brought us this Greasy Strangler. So.
Yeah, which I also hated.
Which was
also Mondo.
The best.
And I liked Beverly Loughlin. I know you didn't like it as much as I did, but it was a Mondo for me. All right. Okay. So now, finally, we're going to do our annual Film Rage Awards.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Each year, each of us give one award away. That's it. Because that's all you should have is one award. That's it. So my award this year, and this film didn't even make my top 15, is Jennifer Lawrence for her performance in Die My Love. Before seeing this film, my thoughts on her were, at best, she's okay. Out of every performance by every film I ever saw in the 1,000 films, I must have seen at least 1,000 films this year, she made me believe that if people make the effort, they can transform their abilities and have me believe they are a different person altogether. Seeing her in this film made me believe that she wasn't Jennifer Lawrence playing a character, that she was this character. And no other performance this year had me do that. So on top of the fact that she had probably the best performance last year, it is also the most transformative of an actor that I've seen in the last year. So for that reason, my Film Rage Award this year goes to Jennifer Lawrence.
Need more time?
Yeah, go ahead there, Murray.
Okay, person who won my award has 3 names. Paul Walter Hauser.
Haven't you given him an award before?
No,
Jim?
last
Okay.
year was your Shallow Boner.
Shallow Bones.
He was in 7 films that got released in 2025.
Nice.
Not produced, but released.
Yeah.
One I never heard of called Playdate, which apparently was only on Amazon Prime, but he was a Zach Galifianakis.
It's not very
whatever.
good.
Springsteen, The Me From Nowhere, The Naked Gun,
Yep.
the Fantastic Four movie, A Luckiest Man in America,
Yep.
which I freaking loved, and one that was shot 2 years ago, Americana. Those were all released in 2025.
That was such a good movie.
He has been in 30 feature films in his career. 7 got
last
released
year.
last
Wow.
year. Nobody worked harder than him. And he's a professional wrestler, too.
What?
So there you go.
He's
Yeah.
a professional wrestler.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wrestles in some wrestling league.
Oh my
something or
God.
other.
He was,
So,
he was in the NWA.
That's
He's just
what?
he's just so likable. So
You-
there you go.
and you know who owns the NWA?
No, I don't.
I don't remember. It's not McMahon's,
Is it Brad Pitt?
No.
Is it Rocky?
No.
Is it him?
I don't know. I'm only guessing people who do
It's,
sports movies.
What's his name? I'm getting old. Lead singer of Smashing Pumpkins.
Billy
Corgan?
Corgan?
Billy Corgan owns the NWA. I swear to God.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, he was very busy last year.
Oh my God. That's
Yes.
awesome. All right, Bryce, we're down to you, Mr. Magoo.
All right. So, yeah, my Film Rage Award goes for, it's got to go to the best cameo in maybe the history of film, Tom Hanks in Freaky Tales. Best cameo performance ever. My goodness gracious. This movie is worth watching because it's so original and fun the whole way through. Don't get me wrong, the bookends are the best part of it. The one in the little story in the middle isn't as good as the other two on the bookends, but the sum of the parts, it's an amazing film. And when you get to Tom
ties
Hanks,
together at the end, too.
it does. And when you get to Tom Hanks,
By the time you're at Tom Hanks,
you're thinking, okay, I can't be having any more fun in this movie. And then Tom Hanks gets on the screen and he ups the fun to another level. He is amazing in this. This is the best cameo ever, but definitely best cameo of 2025 for sure, Mr. Tom Hanks.
that's awesome.
For Freaky.
Now Murray has to see
Freaky Tales.
Yeah.
Freaky Tales.
Freakier
I do like
Friday
the Tom
Tales.
Hanks.
Freakier Friday
Depends on
Tales.
what he did
Freaky Tales.
Tom Hanks did something?
in that movie. Depends. I don't like him in everything, but
What? I
Oh.
thought you loved Tom Hanks.
I do. But it depends what he's in.
All right. There you go. All right. Well, don't you worry. Casey's going to be back next week, everybody. So the Rager Dare will be back. Thanks, Ragers, for listening. Thanks to Extended Film Rage family. You can find in our show notes. Thanks to Casey, the nerdy photographer, for the voice of Rager Darren, our god of rage. Find us on social media everywhere at Film Rage YYC. Check out everything Film Rage at filmrageyyc.com, including our merch site for Redbubble and TeePublic. We're always going to make this raging blast for all listeners, so please comment, like, and subscribe, and send us emails to filmragecalgary@gmail.com. Dare to see terrible movies to fuel our rage. But no matter what you do, please, 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 pretty please, 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 make us a rage. That's it for this week. Rage on.
Rage on.